Well,
Hi, hello. A very good afternoon to all of you. Hi, this is Shorudeep. Am I audible to you? Can few of you please confirm that if I am audible to all of you? Am I audible? Yes. Thanks a lot. So last week has been a very happening week in the market. Uh, Market has corrected quite a bit, and we will discuss about the market that was in the last week, and that is going to be there in the next week. Okay. Now, uh, uh, few of you would be new into this session, so let me give you the structure of the session. What happens is that in this session, I and Vivek sir, half an hour each, share our market view in general. Today, Vivek sir is not available, so I will take the session all alone. So I will share my view about the market that is going to be in the next week. Okay. Now, uh, this session is not a lot interactive because all those who are in the Stockage Social or in Stockage Social is this platform. I will show you. This is our Stockage Social platform, a social media platform about. So there are three clubs we have. So like stock ideas club, I'm just opening. So here the ideas that can actually if the stocks can move, those are discussed. Okay, so the blue ticks ones are our own in-house experts, and the members also share if they have any particular view about the stock. Now all those who are in this Stockage Social or in the TMP, they can ask me a question any time. And in this half-hour session, it is very difficult to actually take questions also. So this session that we are going to have would be just sharing my view about the market and discussed on the basis of technicals, market technicals, where we can be in how we should be trading in the next week. Now, let us look at this chart. This is very important. This is the Dow Jones futures chart. You can see this is the Dow Jones future chart. So if you remember, just a while back, all those who in the TMP got this. But when it was when this candle was here, I mentioned that there was a very high probability of 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 this is the support zone of Dow Jones. I said that 33,500 can act as a support zone, and Indian if the there is support and the index bounces from here, Indian stocks may also rise because India is a relative outperformer in the global index system. RSI and MACD all has become weak, but the stocks, the index have not become weak. Index has not become weak, and possibly there can be a bounce. And if there is a bounce, and actually that is what happened, you can see that the Dow future is up almost 500 point, more than 500 point, 530 point. If you compare this, 497. Okay, from 497 right now 34020. Okay, so almost 530 points it is up, or 523 point, and the SGF Nifty is also up. You can see almost 90 points, almost 90 to 100 point it is up. So we had a very good understanding that market could actually take support here and market could actually rise. Okay, now please let me go to the stock chart of the Nifty. Now this is Nifty daily chart. Okay, so please see what kind of candle we had. Uh, so what we had is that here just below the mid Bollinger we have closed, and we have closed below this 5-day low EMA. So once on Monday, if it stays above this, it is very clear cut. If it stays above 560, it will try to go towards this 70,730, 740 zone, or if it stays below 5 this Miss Bollinger is a 545, it will go probably go in the uh, go lower. Okay, and similarly for the Bank Nifty, very clear cut demarcation. Okay, so for the Bank Nifty, you can see similar situation. If price stays above 37,213, it may try to go upwards towards this 37,857 or 37,800 or later towards 38,360. But for now, if it stays below this 37,200, you can see it eventually going lower towards 36,200. Maybe that can happen. Okay, but given if Dow have a positive bounce the way it is showing up till now, we can expect that possibly we can see a bounce from here, and Dow can actually bounce towards this 34,500 over a period of 2-3 days, and we can see a bounce there, or it can go towards this 34,800 also later. But now let us understand why market was so weak this particular week. This was all about this index. Okay, this was all about this index. So I have mentioned about this dollar index uh, many a times. That day when it breached, I clearly mentioned to all my TMP and club members that it is going to rise here from here, and we are in a kind of situation where market can actually react to this. And I said that 94.3 can come once it's crossed 93.5. I actually tweeted about this also. Let me show you the tweet. I tweeted about this also. See, this is the tweet of 27th when I said that okay, the US government bond was going up, and on the same day, actually, I just a second, I will show you. Yeah, so this is the dollar index. It was going up even before that, Yeah, so was telling that dollar index is on the verge of breaking above this 93.42. Mentioned this to TMP and club members, and everybody has seen that after that it had gone to 94.3, and from there, as it was expected that it will reverse, it has started reversing. It has started reversing from here also. So as expected, it is acting almost as expected, and due to this huge rise in dollar index, what we had in Nifty is this. In Bank Nifty, we can see in almost 12, 13, 1400 point fall. And see, this is a very good support base if you look at this. So possibly if it holds above this mid Bollinger, it can rise. For Nifty, due to that rise, that rise in the dollar index, what we have seen due to this rise in dollar index, what we have seen is that this fall has occurred over last 4 days. So 27 to 1st, I mentioned in 27, and see after that it has started coming down. Now it is very clear, if it stays above this 560 level, we can go upward, or if it stays below 520, we will go downward. Okay. Now, please let us understand how Nifty has performed in this, and the global market actually also have declined with this. So if I am taking last 5 days price action, I will say that Nifty is down almost 2% for the week, but CNXIT is down almost 6.7%, and Nasdaq is down 4%. So if I talk about daily chart, the CNXIT is the overall best performer since 2020, and since 2020 March, Nifty is the second best, CNXIT is the best, and Nasdaq is the third best index, right? But if I go back to 15-minute chart about this particular week, so about only this particular week since 27, we will find that those best performers like CNX IT and Nasdaq, that is US 100, is the worst performance, and Nifty is somewhere in between, and most indices have fallen during that point of time. Now the overall situation is very clear, that we know that if Dow holds this level and goes up, we can see a bounce in the Dow Jones Industrial Average from here. Okay, and if otherwise, we may fall. Okay, so coming here again, so I expected Nifty to go to around 18K, and all of you know that we had made a high of 947, 70,947. If it is sustained here, we may go towards this 18, 19,000. But overall, in the structure, I would say we are probably nearing. Uh, 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 See, we can go to 20,000, but probably we are nearing. Even if it goes up in immediate term, but probably we are nearing a cycle top, and probably in from 2022 we will see market correcting ahead of 2024 election. That happens every time. See, in 2018 also you can see market correction corrected 20%. So that kind of a correction for preparation of 2024 general election, and based on what happens in UP poll, you may see market correcting. So if you ask me about your portfolio, I would say it is time. Definitely, it is time to actually lower equity. You cannot make equity exposure zero, but from the portfolio point of view, it is time to actually book some profit and save that money. Okay, and be in cash or be in FD or something. Some part of your portfolio you should book, so that, see, market. If you see the market in overall terms, see, market often corrects a lot. Okay, often corrects a lot, 91,000 to almost 30%, 25 to 30%. So have cash, have a short-term bond mutual funds, and when market really corrects, you can actually go up in your investment in terms of your exposure to equity. But right now you should, and always be in strong stock and have stop loss for each stock. Okay, now this is what we were talking about, is the overall scenario. See, overall scenario. Right now, let me look at the scenario of the individual index. Okay, Nifty IT will show a lot of down move this week, a bearish engulfing pattern. Now, Nifty IT has to break 34,269 to have a down move. Otherwise, one of this kind of candles happen and then we resume up move. We have seen in the past. Nifty IT may go through a sideways movement before another up move. We don't know, but for IT stocks, if you are holding IT stocks, have this 5-week low EMA 34,376 or 34,300 roughly as your stop, and if it trades below that, you exit for time being in some of your IT stocks, and may re-enter once this started again trading above this violet line. Okay, now still, if even if we are talking like that, I will say few IT stocks are looking good, like this one, Infi. Okay, so I'm going to the Infosys chart individually. Uh, See, it is near the support. It is near the support. If I talk about Mindtree, this is near the support mid Bollinger and Tata Elxsi. This has not yet corrected, so this is one of the strongest stocks. So once it goes above this 6,000, it probably can go a lot higher. Okay, so these stocks keep in your radar. These are very good stocks, and if the momentum plays on the upside, you will see the movement. Okay, now one of the best indices is right now Nifty Realty. Okay, going to weekly chart. See, Nifty Realty has not corrected, though there is a doji, but if it moves upside, it can move. So keep watch on stocks like Shobha, uh, Obera Realty, which is one of the outperformers, Lodha Developers, Brigade Enterprise, Prestige Estate, Godrej Properties, all those kind of stocks, keep an eye on those. Okay, Nifty FMCG did not do very well in this week. It was a bearish week, but again, if the market reverses as this futures are showing us, let me refresh it once again. As futures are showing us, if there is a reversal, then we can see a reversal in this kind of stocks. Okay, Nifty Metal is a very important story. Okay, probably there is a scope of going up. Let me show you why. Okay, now going back to the DXY and the bond deal, always have these two things in watch. Okay, one is how, if this is staying above 1.55, if US 10-year bond deal, then there will be quite a bit of worry in the market, and simultaneously you will see this US dollar index would go up. But if US dollar index corrects from here to 93.1, 93.2, you can see things settling down. Now, let me show you about a very important chart, that is crude oil. See, please understand, I'm going to the weekly chart of crude oil right now. See, please understand this 76, 77 is okay, right now 74. But once this 79 or 80 is taken out, I'm quite confident we will go to this 100, 110 level. Now it will depend on OPEC if it goes up. So if it goes up, then you will see everything happening. Due to inflation, this US government yield will go up, and US dollar index would also go up. Okay, so this is an important chart. Another very important chart I am showing you is this. Okay, natural gas. Okay, so see, this is the natural gas future. Okay, and it is in daily chart, it is going up again. See what happened in 2005 and 2018, that it is repeated. So this natural gas can even double from here. If there is a harsh winter in Europe, what will happen is that this will go up. And right now, the world is much more dependent on natural gas than these times. You have to understand why. Because of there was a force to shift to cleaner energy all over the globe. The electricity generation was shifting towards natural gas. Okay. Now, when natural gas prices have just gone up 4 times over a period of 2 years, what has happened? Or 5, 6 times, anyways, 5 times or 4 times rather. What has happened is that those power production in all the countries has suffered, and that is why you hear the natural gas and China shutting down. Okay, so China shutting down. Now, please understand what is happening. So you can see that all the news about China shutting down its uh, power crisis. China orders energy firm to secure supplies. That is another thing. Unprecedented power cuts in China hits homes, factories. So what is happening? That the power production is being hampered, and if power production is being hampered in China, which is largest producer and consumer of commodities. What will happen? These metals like aluminium is already in a very strong move. If I show you aluminium, so if I show you aluminium futures, you will see that it is already in a very strong move, and this is not because of this China power crisis. This is because of that when price was here, a news came that in New Guinea, which provides 25% bauxite for production of alumina, and from that aluminium is formed, has seen a political coup. So, if the due to the political coup, what is happening is that alumina price is going on. But if you look at other base metals like copper, though it has not started going up, they can suddenly start going up. Copper, zinc. Why? Because the production line in China is stopped due to the power crisis. So please understand this nifty metal. The chart I am showing can suddenly, you can see all the steel stocks suddenly blow out on the upside. Especially Hindalco is already looking strong. Hindalco Industries is already looking strong in weekly charts. Even all the steel stocks, like if I talk about J Jindal Steel and Power, because it has power component also. So these have started going up this week. You can see. So suddenly we can see a blowout thing in the sector. The best performing sector in terms of the sectors this particular week, if I talk about this particular week, again I am going to the relatives chart. You will see for this particular week for CNS Energy, like ONGC of the world, Coal India of the world. Okay, let me show you the coal prices, how they are happening. And this also I shared in this. So this is historical coal prices. Just look at what is happening. You can see from November uh, price of 58, and this is 208 international coal prices. I am making it monthly. Okay, and all data I am taking, all available data. So you can see coal prices have never been this high. And in India, 90, sorry, for 53% of power is produced through coal. Now you can understand that kind of inflation can hit India also if this continues, and this is continuing. If you look at, this is continuing, because I tweeted this. I will show you. I tweeted this. That day price was 210. See, I tweeted on 29th, 2 days back, that was 210. And the prices have already gone up 4% in the coal. So if this keeps on happening, what will happen? The power cost will go up in India also. And for the day, you can see it is up 2.83%. So you can understand how all the energy prices are going up, and that can really affect the global economy in very immediate short term. So keep an eye on this coal prices in the trading economics, and that can actually create a shortage of raw materials, and that's why all the cement stocks, all the steel stocks, all these stocks, those are operating in India, and India still have secure source of coal through Coal India. You can see this, they can go up, and the stocks of Coal India is flying. So if you look at Coal India, it is basically flying. Okay, can go up even more given the unprecedented scenario we are having, because you see Coal India prices are much lower from all time what it had, 400, 460, 470. But what we are having right now, the coal prices are highest ever. So you can understand the kind of rally that can happen in Coal India if they are allowed to realize a little bit higher price. but I doubt whether they will be allowed to realize, because in that case NTPC and other industry will go haywire. So I am not a fundamental analyst, but search for companies which have captive coal ore, okay, captive coal mine. So those companies who are having captive coal mine, you can expect them to rise significantly during this period. A stock like Tata Steel, okay, which has captive iron ore and captive steel. So you can see, due to its coal cost being low, sudden spike in this kind of stocks. Okay. Now let me move to and they had a positive week this week. Okay. So Nifty Realty is a very important sector, and Nifty and this metal sector, and also few stocks in IT sector that I told you. Nifty FMCG don't have a clear view. Nifty Bank I showed you. Okay. Now Nifty Infra. Nifty Infra is bullish, but that is only because of Reliance is very bullish. Okay. Reliance is very bullish, and Reliance can continue to go higher, because what happens when crude prices goes up is that gross refining margin goes up. Why? Because Reliance would be having inventory of crude oil which it had purchased during this point of time. Please understand, when the crude oil prices are going up, this is the chart. Okay, so CL, please understand why gross refining margin goes up. See, uh, if I talk about, this is the monthly chart of crude oil. Okay, I'm going to the weekly chart. Okay, now please understand why it goes up. Now what is happening in crude oil? Crude oil price is going up, right? Now Reliance does not source day to day. It has quite a bit of inventory of crude oil. Now what happens is that when Reliance is refining the oils, those were purchased around this, and they are selling at today's rate. So you are understanding the kind of thing that have effect when crude oil is trade going up. At that point of time, gross refining margin of all the refiners go up. Though I don't know about the PSU stocks like BPCL, HPCL, but Reliance definitely have this, because Reliance don't sell any petrol or diesel in India. They sell only in the Western market. So Reliance is very strong, and in a particular component of this, that is Bharti Airtel, is weak. Okay, so Bharti is falling. Now very important support is the 640, 650. Uh, so this is the previous swing high, 640, 650 also. So it can come towards that range, and from there it can bounce back, because right now government is trying to save uh, the three triopoly in this sector. So you may see that Bharti Airtel actually, because earlier it was thought that uh, idea would go away, and that's why you can see that idea, though I don't discuss about 10-12 stocks normal, but right now there is a scope that if it breaches on this side, and Vivek sir also tweeted 13-14, there is a scope that it can show something. Don't buy right now, but for momentum play above 14, try to enter. You may quickly get 15, 20, 25 if that happens. So keep this in your radar. Though I don't discuss normally in such penny stocks, but this can be a turnaround story if it, at least momentum play for some days, if it goes above 14. Okay, so out of the sectors, what would you miss? Let us look at. So yeah, so one important, very important thing I just wanted to tell you, it still does not look to me a very bearish scenario. And why? I'm telling you this. See, look at this. uh, I'm going to the daily chart and removing few of the indicators. Okay, not required. for now. Now see Nifty mid cap 100. Now yesterday also it closing positive, today also closing positive. Now generally you won't see a market correcting when broader indices will correcting and mid cap will rally. If mid caps are holding good, then there is a good probability that market will go on the upside. Similarly for the Nifty small cap. Okay. Just a second. Small cap. Okay. BSE small cap index. I can see. Okay, let me show the BSE small cap only. Not issue. See, this is also near high and close positive for last 3 days. So you won't see a market when Nifty will crash and small cap and mid cap stay there. Mid cap and small cap will definitely fall when there is a serious correction starting, and that is why I generally feel that next week we may see a bullish price action in Nifty and Bank Nifty. And it makes sense also. If you see, you can see a kind of, we have reached a kind of support zone, so we can bounce from here. So this is the overall market view. One important thing I will like to show you, that our sugar today tried to break out on the upside of this downward trend line. Dalmia sugar also tried to break out. Now these two, so keep an eye on the sugar stock next week if they try to bounce back. And one important sector that I missed, that is Nifty autos. Okay, so Nifty autos looking good to me. So Nifty auto is kind of moving higher near the resistance, but few stocks are looking good, like TVS Motor. So TVS Motor, if I say to you, looks good. TVS Motor is going higher. Mahindra and Mahindra. Mahindra and Mahindra M&M is looking good, possibly trying to go higher. Okay. Maruti rallied earlier quite a bit. Maruti rallied quite a bit and then fell. But we have to see, Maruti can see almost fill up this one. And possibly if Maruti can, I will like to look at Maruti in the hourly time frame, and I can see it is falling. The moment, given Maruti is the leader of the pack, and given the steels are not being produced in uh, in uh, China because of power problem, what can happen is that Indian cars can, because in India supply is still available of everything, suddenly we can see a spike in a stock like Maruti. So I will draw this trend line and wait for Maruti to cross this level. So I have modified my alert here, and I will look at this. So Mahindra and Mahindra, TVS and Maruti, you can look on the upside, and few ancillary stocks also. Okay, like Amara Raja Battery. So if I go to the daily chart, trying to move up. Okay. Similarly, Motherson Sumi. These does not come under any index, but I am expecting a kind of a rally in this stock on the breakout. So I have my alerts ready. Possibly they will break out because auto sector in itself is trying to have a move upwards, and we will see how it pans out. Now I will take few questions for next 5 minutes. This is not a question answer session, but still, as uh, I have a little bit more time today, I will take few questions right from night now. What kind of questions that, please don't ask me any stock specific question, because I won't deal in stock specific question. Any procedural specific thing I will discuss. So cement sector is asking. Okay, so Sachin Kataria is asking about cement sector. Okay, so let us look at few cement stocks. As I said, that plants are closed in China. See, this is clearly bearish and come to the support level ACC. Okay, now Ultratech Cement, we have to see price action from here. Again, we have to see price action from here, but they have come near the support level, but there is still no sign of bounce. Okay, Ambuja Cement, come to close to support level, but there is no sign of move up right now. Housing finance sector is doing good, and I forgot about Bajaj Finserv and Bajaj Finance. Both of them yesterday look good, and still they don't look bad. Okay, near the support, can see if it bounces from here. Similarly, Bajaj Finance, near, so as long as this 7360 7340 is not there, it can actually bounce and towards this 8000 level. Bajaj twins. So showed you about this two indicators, and I don't have any clear view about Manappuram or Muthoot. Please understand why, because right now what is happening is that the gold prices are very volatile. There is no clarity in the gold prices. In the global screen, I don't have any clarity of the gold prices. If dollar index has to go up, and because COVID is subsiding, what can happen is gold can possibly fall towards 1680 and eventually maybe towards this level of 1500 dollars. So quite a bit of fall I am expecting in gold in general. But right now there is a crisis of debt ceiling, US government hitting debt ceiling, and that's why it has gone up for energy crisis. So due to all these kind of crisis, it has gone up. But possibly gold can go down. If gold go down, then gold financier can actually face some problem. So not sure about gold. How do you expect public sector? For on the public sector, I don't have any view. Okay, uh, India Bulls Housing or LIC Housing Finance on the housing finance sector. Okay, let us see. No clear movement, range bound India Bulls and LIC Housing. No clear movement. If it goes up, I will obviously share my bullish view. It can go up, but right now there is nothing that I can talk about this sector. So someone is asking a very good question, Amit Gautamji. Sir, if a stock has fallen 510 from highs, when do you look to buy a reverse? I will look when it start reversing, like I showed you. In the case of Maruti, see it has already fallen, but I don't buy it right. I won't try to buy it right now. I have drawn the trend line in hourly chart. As soon as this trend line will be, it will break the trend line and hourly RSI maybe go above 50. I may think about buying, but right now I'm not thinking about buying. As long as it does not go above this trend line or RSI is not reversing. If a stock can have fallen 10%, it can fall 20%, it can fall 50%. So I won't enter into the stock until and unless there is momentum back into this stock. Okay. So again, Delta Corp I'm not answering, because IGL, MGL I'm not answering because these are government stocks, and Delta Corp I don't want to go stock specific right now. 30 IPOs coming in October. They will I don't track IPOs. Sorry. So is it possible we can make watch list in stockage like TV? Yes, you can make watch list in the stockage. No, I think Vivek sir will take this question in next session. Your view on media stock, it is all about Z and the way Z is moving. I don't have any idea. Textile and hotel and consumer, I will take them, these three sector few stocks, and then I will end this session. So textile, so Lux, okay. So Lux Industries falling, okay. No, nothing that can tell me that it can be buy. Okay, Rupa. Yeah. So if I go to the Rupa and Co, again it is falling. I don't have any clear view right now on the upside for it. It has broken trend line and falling. So nothing view. So what the so what are the textile stock? Uh, Soma Textile, Vardhaman Textiles is well-known stock. Still no view. Still I don't have any view in this stock. Okay, uh, kind of falling. Once it goes above this, I would like to think, like if you are trading this stock, if what you should draw, you should draw a trend line like this. It is trading above the trend line. Then with a 40-point stop loss for at 1840, you can buy if RSI has gone above. See, this is a very good example of what I was explaining. This has breached above this trend line. Now, if you want to trade this say, stop, you can buy for here with, because RSI is sustaining there with a 40-point stop loss, and you can actually try your luck. So Vardhaman is looking this, and there was hotel industry. Okay, so Indian hotel, Indian hotels is this, can go up, can go up. Okay, has gone up quite a bit, is correcting a bit, but can go up. If again just have a hourly chart and see if this trend line is going up. Okay, this trend line is being broken. If this trend line is being broken, you can buy with a small stop loss. Similarly, let us look at IRCTC. Again, draw this trend line. If RSI sustains above 50 and this sustain above this, you can go for the buy trade. Let me also put an alert here. If it tries to goes up, I will share with my TMP and club members. And few also I post in the Twitter also. So So, so all of you should join this Stockist social platform, because all our analysts are always uh, sharing ideas. Good place where you can discuss about technicals or fundamentals views about any stock from our in-house experts. So can look into this. And there was one more sector that I was looking into it. Uh, okay, pharma sector. Pharma is a very different ball game. You understand? Pharma, I am never very clear on a sectoral basis. See, if you look at the chart of the Lupin, if you look at the chart of the CNX Pharma is toward the top end, or is it? Yeah. So a bit bullish, but very different stocks are doing different things. Like if you look at Sun Pharma, very bullish, right? If you are talking about Ajanta Pharma, quite bullish on the bullish side. But if you go to Cadila, not so bullish. If you go to Oro Pharma, bearish. So pharma is a very stock specific story. Pharma cannot be taken in a singular way. Sun Pharma, Ajanta Pharma among the pharma pack looks bullish. So thanks everybody. I will be ending my session right now. Thanks for being part, and request all of you to have your stop losses uh, in the trade when you are trading, and let us meet next week. Till then, wish you all the best. Festive season is coming. Remain safe and hope you all enjoy the upcoming festive season. Thanks a lot. Thank you. Bye bye. Take care.